Hello everybody, and thank you so much for joining me this evening. It's Tuesday evening in Stockholm and it's really cold. Yes, summer is over, definitely over here. Hope you're all good. I see that people are signing in. Lots of people. Oh, that's fabulous. Thank you everybody. So before we start, I have a few announcements to make. The next Live with Prima show coming up is on Thursday evening at 6:30 Pacific time. It's Steph Miller who will be creating a gorgeous altered birdhouse with a matching mini. And, ta-da, drum roll, a new special delivery kit has been really revealed, the one for August. The August special delivery kit is called Timeless, and it combines some of Prima's most popular and classic collections, printery and engraver. So you can see the new August kit on livewithprima.com, and in the top bar click shop and you will see the kit. It's $39.99 a kit, but the products in it are worth over $100, so that's a real bargain. I know that the June and July kits sold out real quick, so make sure to get your August one before it sells out. And finally, a shout out for Art Venture in Anaheim on the 6th and 7th of January before the CHA Mega Show Winter 2015. We have lots of Prima classes with 6 top educators and designers, and you can sign up by sending an email to Denny Ruffner at denny@primamarketinginc.com. So that were the announcements, and now to work. I'll pan down, and sorry if you get dizzy. Oops, that's a bit wonky. So what we will be creating today is this page. And you have all the product numbers and products are listed on Prima's website and on Live with Prima's Facebook page as well. And I'll tell you a little bit about how I got the inspiration for this. It started with this photo. Oh, it's glaring. Oh, sorry. There. That's the cutie pie Ruby in a pink bathing suit and her beautiful Nana Ali. And it's a beach photo, of course, but what I had in mind was something more along these lines. I changed it into black and white, and then I tinted it ever so slightly in sepia. And I'll just paint a picture of what I had in mind. You know, when you've had a long summer, lots of sunshine, you've been on the beach, your favorite shorts, they are sun bleached and faded, and you just love them. And when you're by the water in the afternoon and you squint your eyes and you can see the sunshine like little bubbles on the water, that's what I had in mind when I created my page. So we'll be using these photos, and I'll show you the products as I create, and I will also tell you the product numbers. So let's get rolling. The papers that I will be using today are, whoops, upside down, from the Fairy Rhymes collection. It's the Boardwalk, and it's number 950, oh, you can't see it, 361. And I will also be using another paper from Fairy Rhymes, but I'll use the reverse side. And the number of this paper is 950354. And then I'll do some fussy cutting. Then I used a paper from the Sun Kiss collection, and I'm after these flowers here, and the number of this paper is 844233, and I've been fibbing a bit, doing some prep work to save us some time, and I'll start with the, you can either use white basil cardstock, of course, but I like to use really thin canvas. It's sturdy and I can put it on the shelf. It's really convenient to frame, so that's what I use as base. And I start by, I have to pick out the papers, by making a frame. So I'll cut out this bit here, and I'll switch it my way because I'm not that clever. I can't make it upside down. And today I am going to use some matte gel medium because it doesn't bubble. It sticks down really well. So I'll just put on some of the gel medium. And I don't care if the gel medium doesn't stick very evenly. I can always correct it afterwards. So on with the paper. And to make it really even, let's stick it down, I use a brayer. So a brayer in one direction and just roll it on to keep it even. Oh, it's not sticking down very well. Now where do I have my glue? I think I will need some glue today. Isn't that typical? Always when you need something to stick down real well, it doesn't stick down. Oh, this is terrible. Putting a little bit in the corner up here. Oh, it's out of focus. What happened? Hello? There. So, yeah, I saw the focus was gone. I don't know what's happening. And I don't know what's happening with my glue either, because this went really well earlier today. So this is taking a little bit too much time. Anyway, it's sticking down now. Okay, the next layer is the boardwalk paper, and I've cut it, just eyeballed it to leave a little frame around. So I will not glue it down, not quite yet. I will do just a tinsy-winsy bit of distressing today, not a lot at all. So just a little bit around, and if it tears, it doesn't matter very much. So just to give that weather-beaten look around the edges, just a little bit. And then I'll use a little bit of Ingelholm chalk. Yeah, almost there. Just a bit on this side as well. Almost there. The chalk I will be using is the Cold Eyes. You see this beautiful bluish, tealish. I really like this color and use it a lot as well. So just a little bit around the edges, not very heavily, just touching up a little bit. Just going around quickly, lightly. Just a bitty bit. And there. And we're done. and glue it down again. There we are, and eyeballing it. There. That's a simple base. And the next thing is the photographs. And I'm using them staggered a little bit like this. And to stick them down, because I will be using lots of stuff to tuck in, I would use foam tape only in the middle. Only in the middle. And what bit is on top here, I will use some tape. Just to make it stay put, not more than that. So there, that's our base. Okay, I start tucking in stuff, and what I've done, as I mentioned earlier, was to fussy cut the flowers here, and they are here, and this little one too. So I will be tucking in things as I go and then sticking everything down properly. So I start sort of fiddling a little bit with that one, and then we have this other bloom sticking a little bit too tight there. Yeah, about there, about there. So then we'll use some paper clips from the Seashore collection, and the number is 573089. And I will be using the trees and the anchor. Can you see them there? Okay, and I will tuck them in now because it will get quite sticky when I put in the chipboard and all the stuff. So I'll put the paper clips now. Oops, a little bit on this side. And you can see it's lifting up already. There. Then we'll be using some tags, also from the Seashore collection. The tags, oh, tag me. And they got the number 573270. And I will be using 3 of the tags. This one, it will go up here, and then I will use these 2 to go under the photo. So these will go under the flower. I'll cut off the threads, so they would stick out a little bit too much. I'll cut off this one too, so they go under the flower. This, and this one goes next to it, staggered a bit. So we've got the flower and we've got the tags, and then we are going to use, and I'll cut it in advance, some lace, and I couldn't find the other lace that I had used before, so I took another pretty Prima lace and just measure it and I'll just put it loosely there until I'll glue it, or I will forget it. Okay, then we have other really lovely beautiful blooms. We have in this little cluster here, we got up here, And we got some lacy blooms here that I'll show you. It's they're white originally. I'll pick them out here for you. And I always like lace on summer pages because they remind me of summer dresses and drinks on the veranda. These are the Chantel medallion flowers with product number 567231. And what I've done is to mist them in my favorite colors, the summer sky and soft teal. And because they take a little while to dry, I've prepped 2 of each. So 2 summer sky and 2 of the soft teal. And they will be going into the top cluster there. And a blue one down here. And then we will make a cluster up here as well. So that's for the tags and the lace blooms. We also have some other lovely lacy blooms. These ones, I just adore them. The broderie anglaise. I love them, absolutely adore them. So here we have, come on little friend. Oh, I just hate it when they stick. I'm so impatient, I want to have them out immediately. There you can see them, absolutely delicious. And they got product number 567132. It's the pageant white ones, and I will be using this semi-large one and a small one, so I'll put them to the side. And then we have some lovely fabric bloom. It's also from the Seashore collection, and oh, there's a glare there. And we'll be using this yellow one. These flowers have product number 574987. So we'll pick out the golden yellow summer flower there, goes into that cluster. And then we have cute, really cute Abbey blooms. These yellow little, oh, they're absolutely adorable. I just love them. You can have them in any color, all colors available. More of them, please, Prima. So they got product numbers 571788, and it's the Abbey blooms. And I have picked out the flowers that I will be using, itty bitty ones. So we will be having a yellow one up there. We will have a yellow one up there. This one goes down here eventually. And we will have a yellow one up there. And you just see how pretty they are. They are absolutely, aren't they cute? Totally adorable. So that's the flowers. And then we have the resins. Can't live without the resins. They are, oh, could have a whole drawer full of them. So these are the Shabby Chic Treasures in the Bolme, with product number 891985. And I'll just open this pack without scattering everything on the floor. So I'll be using the seahorse, and I will be using a crab and another one. And I used a seashell and mussels on my other one. So there's another one And there's one. I think I'll use something else today. How about a little or a big one? Little fellow there. And we'll get back to those clusters as well. Okay. Then we have chipboard. You can have, what's fabulous with clusters is that you can have itty bitty pieces, you can have just tiny pieces, and you can tuck them in from both directions, and they look absolutely fabulous. And because I got so much stuff on my desk at the moment, I've prepared the chicken wire chipboard with some gesso, just one layer, one coating, and it works just magic. It's fabulous. So it will go down there, and the other one will go up here eventually. So there we have the base. Then we also have some Spanish moss, and that's to give that seaweed feeling. It's unfortunately rather brittle and dry at the I've had it for a while, but okay. So we'll spread that out, and we'll use this one as well, and some more. Not so dry stuff there. Almost coming out now. Right, and then we have the pièce de résistance. I just love accordion blooms. We've got accordion blooms up here and here. And I will show you how I made them, because I used the bloom sprays, the color bloom sprays, to make them. And they're really, really easy. But on live camera, I'm not playing with my glue gun, because everything will stick everywhere, and I will have all the papers just springing up on me. So what I started off with is a white piece of just cardstock, and then I took the, it's because it's white. Hello, it's gone off. Okay, let's see if something happens. I can't see if it helps when I put up some color on. I start with the sky, the summer sky, from quite a distance, and it doesn't matter if it gets a bit blobs. Yeah, there it comes back. That's the summer sky. And I'll turn the paper. There's a bit difficulties in concentrating. Then soft teal, do the same from a distance. And the blobs don't matter that much, and it doesn't matter if it gets uneven either. So this is, and because we're working live, this is like a baking show. So I'll take away my paper, I clean my desk, and when I've done that, ta-da! A dry piece of paper emerges. So you got the soft teal down here. It's very soft, so you can, it's got difficult to, hello camera, there. So you've got the soft teal up here, and then the summer sky down there. So what I did, and again, I can't put my big shot on the desk, because then everything will come falling down, and I've got such an itty bitty nook. But I used one of these. Can you see it? With extra long cutting mats. And what I got was a strip of paper, and you have, it's perforated, so it's really, really easy just to pop out. So that's a small accordion bloom, and that's a larger one. So once you've folded them As I said, they're pre-perforated. Once you've folded them all the way, you get a strip like this. Strip like this. And you want to glue them together to form a circle. And I'm sure you all made these accordion blooms, but for those who haven't, this is a quick one. So glue them together and make sure to have a really fast drying glue or the glue gun. And the glue gun, well, it sticks everywhere, so I'm not using it live. So the result is a circle. And to make that circle into an accordion bloom, just squish them together. But if you let go, whoops, it springs up on you, of course. So what you have to have is to cut out from any kind of cardstock. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It can be wonky, it can be, yeah, as long as it sort of covers the back of it. So you put glue here, and then you press your circle. Yeah, right. Press your circle on top and hold tight for a while until it sticks and dries. And I have prepared these because I know, as I said, they will end up everywhere except where they're supposed to. So I've prepared these accordion blooms. We will be using 2 bigger ones and 2 smaller ones. So 1 big and 1 small in the sky blue, and 1 big and 1 small in the soft teal. So I'll put them to the side for the time being. And I'll take back this. So, okay. And I will do the background work actually after I've finished my page. So not first, and I'll show you why. So I'll remove this one, and we will have a larger one, and we will have a smaller one. And what we start with is the chipboard. So place it, and this is the reason why I don't stick the photograph from the beginning, because I want to have the possibility of moving around my stuff. And tuck in a little bit of the Spanish moss and a little bit up here. It makes a mess, a terrible mess. Okay, we'll do the same here at the bottom. We will put the chipboard just across, and I haven't glued this down yet. But now I know approximately where I want to have things. So that's what I'll do now. And I use foam tape, and I often just stick it down to make it sort of stay put, and then I make the nice work afterwards. So just a piece of foam tape to make things stick down, and then the good work afterwards. And this flower to stay put, a bit more under the tag. There. I'll move that one a bit, and we'll have that flower as well. This one there. And now I know that I won't be sticking a lot of things under this photo, so I can put foam tape under that photo there as well. Normally I would use matte gel medium to stick down my clusters, but because it doesn't dry that fast, I will plug in my glue gun and we'll stick down everything with the glue gun. So okay, the lace. That goes under there, just so that it sticks down a bit. And then the chipboard, and then we'll start assembling that one as well. So what we had here was, I have to look at my original one. We have the teal bloom first, and I'll just fiddle around a little bit to see how you want to have it. And then the blue one and the white lacy bloom, and on top we will have the yellow. So when my trusty glue gun is not ready yet, we'll make another cluster. So I'll take the tag up here and I'll do the same. I just put something in the middle to make it stick. And first I cut off a little bit of this. Place it about here. About here. So I'll be sticking in stuff in here as well. We have some fabulous crystal circles. Oh, it's a glare. Yeah, I'll pick them out first. And their product number is 569639. So what I do with crystals, I never take them off because I am terrible. I can never make up my mind where to place them. So what I do is I cut them just around, keeping this plastic thingy that they are attached to. I cut all 3 circles because the plastic doesn't show anyway once it's on the page. That, and we will stick. It was a little bit quick there. We'll stick one of these. Oh, that was a quick. There, one of these there, and then we will stick one of these here, and this one up here will serve as the light of the lighthouse. So I'll go to the chipboard, and again I've used seashore chipboard with product number 813727. And from the seashore chipboard I have used the lighthouse. It goes there, and I've used all 3 postmarks. I'll put them there for the time being. Postmarks. Where are you, little friend? Up there. I have also used the title there, memories. I'll put it there for the time being as well. So that's for the seashore. And so I'll place the lighthouse first because I want to see where to place that. Oh, sticky one. Where to place that circle of the pearls. And I add a little bit of height to get it up. And it goes a little bit behind this flower here. So this circle has to move a little bit too. There. There, do you see? That's the lighthouse, and there's the pearls. That is like a light. Okay, let me see if the glue gun is hot. Yes, it is. So I'll stick down these flowers. and I'll stick them down real good so that the chipboard chicken wire also sticks really well. And the lace bloom goes there. Squish it a bit. And the yellow one. So we have the flowers, we have the chipboard, and we have the Spanish moss. We have the tags. So what do we miss more? We have a little crab. It's this little itty bitty one. So I'll stick it down as well. There it goes there. Then we have our seahorse. And I'm building clusters as I go. There's the seahorse. And as I said, they stick really well if you use gel medium, but it dries really, really slowly. So there goes the little seahorse. Don't you just hate those glue strands? Yeah. Okay. And then we'll stick down this one. And I'll just lift it up, squish a bit of glue underneath, and there it stays. And then we have the top cluster up here. We have the chipboard, we have the Spanish moss, and now to the accordion blooms. So we have a big blue one, we have a smaller teal. I'll just place them a little bit over, and the second one goes a little bit under. Okay, I see I have to move this one. Goes a little bit over and a little bit under. And then we have the yummy broderie anglaise, the lacy bloom. So it should go about there. And I'll stick them down as well. First the big rosette, and then the smaller rosette goes under a little bit, and then the lace flower there. And in the top cluster I also had one of these bitty abbey blooms. So because my chipboard has a different shape than in the original one, I'll have to fiddle a little bit. I think I'll stick it there, just a bit, peeking out a little bit. In my top cluster here, I also had one of the postmarks. I used this one, the blue one. So I'll just put it on the, oh, I can't get it off, on the big rosette. There you go. And I can see that the photograph needs some foam tape as well. So I'll put some support under the photo so that it won't down with you. Sorry. That better. Okay, and then we have a third pearl circle, and it goes in the tops, in the top cluster here. And tuck it like so. And as I did with the other ones, squish some glue. And if you use matte gel medium, it dries clear and it doesn't show at all. Doesn't show anything once it's dry. So we've got this cluster ready almost. We are missing some yummy crystals. And as I've said many times before, I have a drawer of these crystals. I just love them. Anything blingy. So these ones are from Something Blue. See, that's silvery. And they have product number 573218. And I have a really yucky old scalpel that I use to put stuff and dig out things with. So I'm taking one of the crystals and I'm putting it in the middle on the smaller one up there in the cluster. So looking at my original one, we are done with the top cluster here. We got the itty flower, we got the accordion blooms, we got the lacy bloom, we got the circle for the lighthouse, we got the seahorse, and then we'll put this one in place, one of the postmarks. So I'll use the glue gun again and just put it there on the side. Oh, this comes off all the time. And oh, there. So I'll put it there on the side. So you've got the whole left side already, and I'm moving over to the right hand side, and we'll go for the top cluster up here. And in the top cluster we have the small blue accordion bloom about there, and then we have things going here. We have one of the teal little chantels goes there, and on top of it we have a little, now where did that go? We have a little there, one of these abbeys, little abbey blooms. And then we have more chipboard. It's from an old collection. That's what's so fabulous about Prima's collections. You can mix and match old and new, and they just look fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So this is from Sun Kiss, and in my original page I used this. Now let me see if I can show you close enough. This little piece here, it says remember, and I think I will use another one that says family. Oh, it doesn't show, I'm sorry, it's too small. Yeah, it says family. So I will stick it with my glue gun here on the side, taking away a bit of the Spanish moss. Family. And another piece of chipboard from the Sun Kiss I used, I'll show you here. I used in this cluster there as a round chipboard with a flower. So I'll use another round, and I think I'll go for this one on the sunflower. So it will be tucked in there-ish. And then we have the other crab, the cute crab. So I'll glue down this cluster first, and then we'll take the last one, and then we'll start coloring. I'm not taking off the protective sheet because it takes me forever and it just sticks everywhere anyway. So the itty bitty abbey bloom there, and the little crab, it goes there. So then we're done with the top cluster, and we're moving down to the one down here. And in my original one, it's this one. So we have an accordion bloom again, the teal covered one, and it goes about there. Oh, I forgot something there. Another crystal, of course. You've got to have bling. Can't live without bling. So there goes one of them. Okay, the bottom cluster. So we have the accordion bloom covered with the color blooms. just love, don't you just love that color, all of these colors. And then one of these lacy ones, we are tucking in a little Abbey bloom in there, just lifting that one up a little bit and gluing down, and then we'll have a bit of chipboard. Sorry, I was going to have the glue gun there, and then lace it down, and a little Abbey. Hello. There you are. And the lace. And on this one we're going to put the last of the postmarks, the chipboard postmark from Seashore. And I'm just gluing it on. Sadak Borough. There, and then another resin piece. Let them. It goes there. And not to forget the title, otherwise it will end up somewhere. Forgotten. It goes about there, and we will have summer in yellow letters, alphas up here. I might as well glue the last of the resins, this itty bitty one. So it goes just on the side there. Okay, let's see if we've got all the bits and pieces together here. We've got the bottom cluster, we've got the writing cluster, we've got the big one, we've got the lighthouse, we got this one, we got the little one there, and then we go for the bubbles. You know, you remember them when you close your eyes and you squint and you look at the water and the sunshine just bobs in the water. So that's the pebbles. And I got them loose in a bag, so I haven't got the product number, but I'm sure you can find them on the Prima website. It's there. It's on the Facebook page as well. And these come in different sizes. These are the small ones. And they are just yummy, 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 yummy. I'll show you how to add some extra yumminess. And for these ones, I won't be using any glue. I'll use the matte gel medium, just because it dries clear. So when you put it on the page, you won't get any funny colors or any spots or stuff. So gel medium, I'll move that glue gun away. And let me see where we will put them. We'll start, and your hands are the best tools. Always, even if you get mucky, it's the best. So we'll put one of the larger ones. Whoops, a daisy. That's what happens. They move. And then we'll have a smaller one somewhere about here. I think I'll put it there today. And then we'll have another small one somewhere near to the lighthouse. And if you like, you can add more of them. I have some left here. Add as many as you like. As many as you like. So now we're done with everything except the extra title here in yellow. And we'll start the coloring work. And I like to use the chalks, the English Balmer chalks, as watercolor paint. I really, really love how they come out. So what I'll be using for the background is the rock moss and the cold ice. So I'll start with the cold ice, and what I do is I just dab on a piece, a little bit on my craft mat, and I have some water, lots of water, I like it, and then I just go around. Need more water. Just go around, dab a bit, and it's It's not rocket science. You just dab on under, around, lift stuff. You can, you see, and you just go painting around and under, doing it everywhere. You can add on as much as you can go over again, add on more afterwards if you want to. A bit more there, adding on under. So if you're not sure what you want your page to look like when you start, and don't have any plans, you create as you go along, then this is a good way because you can add on afterwards. I find it really difficult to know where I want to have my color to start with in the beginning. Because I'm a messy scrapper, I just do it as I go along, and so that makes it quite difficult for me. It doesn't matter if you get a little color here or there, just a little bit around, so until you've gone around your whole page and added a little bit here and a little bit more. And if you want to add some more water, you just add the water. So what I do with the rock moss is exactly the same. I just wipe that off there, otherwise everything will be blue. So I take my rock moss, dab it on, and this time I want to add a little bit to the crab, and a little bit to the sea star, and to the other crab here, a bit to the seahorse, and then I'll do the same. Just add a little bit around where you went before. So this is getting pretty wet now. So I'll just zap it a little bit to make it less wet. A little bit better, as much as you like. Yeah, I'll go that. So I'll take and zap my page a little bit. And while we do that, we will go over the resins with some chalk as well. Adding on soft layers little by little, rather than just putting on a big wall of color, just adding softly. And you can make it stronger by using less water, of course. You can use the chalks, you can use the color blooms, not only to color in flowers, but you can use it as watercolor as well to paint with. I find it really versatile. You can use it to so many different things. And I'm just trying to get this a little bit dry because it keeps sliding, and I'll fix that later on. I see that we have a little flower missing, and I'll just add it there with some glue, and it's here in the corner. And I originally put it there because my piece of lace was actually not long enough, so it was a mock-up. Righto, so a bit more color to the resins. So I start with the cold ice, and I just ever so slightly dab, and if it's too much, it's too wet, I just wipe it off a little bit, or I take some water to dilute it just a little bit, and it becomes a lot softer. So the seahorse, the same thing here, just a bitty bit, and some water because it was too concentrated, a little bit like that, and on this crab as well. And then I zap everything a little bit because I'm going to add a little bit more of another chalk. So zap. It goes quickly and it stays put. That's the beautiful thing about it. Zapping this one as well. Drying the pebble. And the resin, and it dries. It's really dry already. just takes a little while. So I'm adding some teak wool, the brownish, to the crabs, just dabbing ever so lightly, just a little bit, itty bitty, just to give it a bit of distinction so that you can see the beautiful shape of the resins. And a little bit on the seahorse as well. So there we are. So we got the chalks in place. We have some itty bitty work to do with some pearls and sequins, and we have the gessoing, and we have some glitter. We have to have glitter on a summer page. Remember, it's all about sunshine and water. So I'll start with some gold acrylic paint. It's just very generic. I bought it in a local craft store. Shake it real good because this one is very thick and I only want to have a very small amount, and I will swipe it over the seahorse. I will swipe it over the resins and the little crab up here. I want to have him really golden and shiny, and the crab down here as well. That gives such a beautiful luster. And I'm just waiting for all the art mediums, Prima's art mediums, to hit the stores in Sweden. Cannot wait. So thank you Prima for making all these beautiful, wonderful art mediums for the likes of me. And then on with some stickles. We want to have some shimmer, so it's stickles. So you can use crystal, diamonds, stars, whatever. It's just as long as it's shiny. So I'm just squeezing it onto my finger and dabbing the flower. We want to have the lighthouse, of course. It has to shine, shimmer and shine. The seahorse, shimmer and shine. Cannot have enough on all the blooms. Lots of it on the moss and on that chipboard. Plenty shimmer and shine. Going over to the bottom cluster, doing the same with the crystals. And on the top, and also the accordion blooms, touching up. You see it's starting to glisten and shine, and if you want to, you can just squeeze it on. It will dry really nicely, and it won't be that thick, and it won't, it's just very subtle, and I like the shimmer when it dries. Very nice. So we go for this one as well. And when I scrap, I always have one of my cats helping out. So when they leave my little nook, they always have something sticking on their paws or in their fur or in their tail. But today they are locked up in our bedroom, because otherwise they would be moving about on my desk. Okay, so that's the shimmer, and I will zap it because it's wet. Any questions so far? I bet that Carrie is answering them all. She is just fabulous. Fabulous, Carrie. Thank you. Yes, that. Oh, I see I missed one of the resins. Have to touch it up a little bit. So one of these sea stars, a little bit there, and gold, of course. More gold. Oh, shake it, shake it. Sorry for making me dizzy with my bottle. So there you are, more gold. Got to zap it again. Wet, wet, wet. And we're almost done. I say it's 1 minute past 9 our time, but we're almost done. I've just got the gesso and the sequins and pearls, and then we're all done. So the only missing here, this is a little trick, and I find it so cute. You know, there's pebbles and they dry clear. So if you put anything under, like gold or chalk or spray or anything, then it will show through. And if you just swipe a little bit of the gold acrylic on the pebbles, it will add to the shine really, really beautifully. And then the best tool, your hand, for that shabby, weather-beaten feel. It's not the same with a brush. I really like my hands. So in there, gooey gooey, touch up your flowers, touch up the paper. You want to have it shabby. Remember the awnings, summer evenings, marquees, and your shorts, your summer weather-beaten shorts. Not weather-beaten, weathered. And a little bit there. And there too. Well, you can add on as much as you like to get the feel that you want to have. Are you bearing with me a few minutes more? To get the idea. Add on a little bit more. And now to, where is my ugly? I'll add some pearls, itty bitty pearls. But first I need those sequins. Okay, let me see here. And they always stick somewhere else than you like them to, don't they? I suck at sequins. Yeah, you see. Get a whole bunch of them. Hello, little friends. Just stick it down. And a sequin. Got some more sequins coming up here. Just stick them where you like to have them. Yeah. And some more sequins wherever you like to have them. And I'll start with some pearls. Just like pearls. Put them on the sequins on the side. I think that's really cute. I like pearls. I know Delina likes pearls as well. Put a pearl somewhere down there on this pebble as well. And yeah, you can add more sequins. Oh, popping in here. About that. And the last thing we have left are the canvas letters, the yellow sunshiny summer. So we have, sticking to my finger, the product number of the Sun-Kissed canvas letters, and I'll be using these yellow ones, is 555405. So I'll use is, why don't you sit, little friend? Huh. Got some stowaways there. Oh, I found these letters. They always move about. M, 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 M. And another M. And we are 2 letters away from goal. A little bit wonky, but you get the idea. And we're almost there. Thank you so much for bearing with me, for staying all these extra minutes. And then we've got an R. And we are ready. So here is the finished page. We're all done. This is the finished page, and this was the original one. So original and the finished one. So what is left to do is to add on some more color, a little bit of chalk to the pearls, a little bit more of the gesso, and there we are. We're done. And this is sweaty me. So do you have any questions? Thank you so much. Thank you. So before I sign off, I have, I'll repeat the announcements. So the next Live with Prima show coming up is on Thursday. It's Thursday night at 6:30 Pacific time, when Steph Miller will be creating a gorgeous altered birdhouse with a matching mini. And the special delivery kit for August is revealed. August special delivery kit is called Timeless, and it has 2 of Prima's all-time classics and favorites, printery and engraver. You can see and order the new August kit on livewithprima.com, and up in the top bar there is a button that says shop. Click and you will see the kit. The kit is $39.99 and it contains products worth well over $100. And guys, you know, June and July kits sold out in a nick, so hurry and buy your August kit before it sells out. And a shout out for Art Venture in Anaheim. That takes place on the 6th and 7th of January before the CHA Mega Show Winter 2015. And the Prima classes will be taught by 6 absolutely top educators and designers. You can sign up by emailing to Denny Ruffner at denny@primamarketinginc.com. And that's all for me today. Thank you. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you, Carrie. You're invaluable.